Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're doing a live one on Twitch, and we are going to be playing some historic Brawl decks today, and we are going to be starting off with a Tezzeret Master of the Bridge Artifact Tribal deck. So Tezzeret's a Planeswalker, 6 mana, 5 loyalty to start. Creature and Planeswalker spells you cast have affinity for artifacts, meaning they cost 1 less per artifact you control. And that just reduces the colorless mana. Its +2 is the laser fingers. Basically deal X damage to target permanent, and you gain that much life. Sorry, to each opponent, and then you gain that much life where X is the number of artifacts you control. -3, you get to basically return an artifact from your graveyard to your hand, and then -8, exile top 10 cards, put all artifacts from among them onto the battlefield. So the deck is basically a ton of ramp, pretty much all the ramp kind of effects, and then what we want to do is start laser fingering. We have Torment of the Hailfire with a lot of mana to hopefully kill them that way. Finale of Revelation to just draw a bunch of cards. This deck I am playing Ugin, just because it kind of fits the theme. I'm trying to avoid Ugin as much as possible. It kind of feels just like a one-sided win. But we have Ulamog. We have Sai in this deck to make a bunch of Thopter tokens. Scarab God, pump a bunch of mana into it, steal all your opponent's things. We have Bolus's Citadel to play a bunch of stuff off the top of our library to get more value. And then we also have the Aetherflux Reservoir win if we start chaining together. We have Mystic Forge, which lets us play artifacts off the top. So Ugin reduces. Mystic Forge makes us play off the top, so kind of value there. There is an infinite mana combo. So Emery plus Paradox Engine plus Chromatic Sphere, or basically any sort of artifact that could come in and sacrifice itself. Makes us so like Aether Spellbomb, and then if we have another mana ramp card, which we likely will, you basically create a loop, and then you could cycle through and drain them out. So we'll give it a shot and see how this plays out. But been really enjoying Brawl format. We got a couple sweet decks today to try out. But do, as always, let me know if you are playing anything cool, sweet, or kind of interesting strategies in the comments. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, greatly appreciate it if you could drop a like, comment, and potentially subscribe. Ivan Di Paolo, thank you for the follow. So opponents on a Jodah Karuga plan, which is really sweet. Jodah makes your stuff get reduced. This hand has no 2 mana ramp, so I'm going to mulligan. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan. Oh god, this hand's much worse. Is it? What's Jodah's power toughness? 4-3. With Languish it hits it, and I can get out an early Ashiok. Okay, let's try this out. So Jodah, basically you could pay Wooburg mana-wise instead of paying the card spells, so like big mana spells, and then Karuga. That's actually a really interesting combination. So at 3 mana, so turn 3 I can play Ashiok out here. Let's get this junk out the way, these tap lines. So usually you want some like mana ramp. That's unfortunate. So some of it, when you are playing in a free queue, people will concede very early if they miss line drops. All right, the Witherbloom. Trap God, thank you for the follow. How's it going? I think we'll try this out. We need to hit another land. Perfect. So I'm going to save this Mox because I can play it with Sai. So I think we probably go Replicating Ring first. Just an old standoff, neither player doing much. This lets me go next turn 3 mana Cultivator Caravan, play a land, play Sai, and play the Mox Amber. Hey Trapka, so this is Historic Brawl. So it's basically like EDH almost. But on the client, it's 1 versus 1, starting with 25 life. And we are playing a Tezzeret build. What format were you playing in the past? Hey Babalek, we are playing some Tezzerator. Laser Fingers. Uvenwald, very scary. I think we get Laser Fingers out next turn. And they got the Ritual. Treasure Vault's kind of interesting here. We can make a bunch of tokens late game. Foregathers, thank you for the follow. How's it going today? Laser Fingers. So next turn they're going to play out the Uvenwald Hydra. And then I can Noxious Gearhulk it. That's fine. If that's their whole turn, I get to play it again next turn. Yeah, so something if you're just getting back, there's Standard 2022, which is basically rotation standard for the fall set that's coming out very shortly. So if you don't have a lot of cards, it's a good way to get back in. Otherwise, there's a format called Historic. I don't know if you're around since then, but Historic is all the sets in Arena, so you can play your old standard cards as well. Historic tends to be much more like Modern, where it's very kind of cutthroat, but there is a lot of fun kind of budgety decks you can still play. So we'll Emery here. Wow. Literally any of these cards we would have taken. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're 1 off. So we're going to make a bunch of treasures this turn. Don't have any artifacts in our graveyard. But we can start looping Noxious Gearhulk. This can start fighting as well, but they're going to get the Field of the Dead going. Dimir, there was a Standard 2022 deck. There's a Fringe and Historic like Dimir control deck. There's ways you can build it. With Brainstorm, it was a lot better. Brainstorm was printed in Historic, but right now this is our first game playing Dimir in this format. We've been playing basically a new deck every kind of hour for the last week or so with this kind of Brawl format. Zonic, thank you for the follow. How's it going? But like, it depends. I played some aggressive decks. Like that Trissala deck we were playing, the life game deck, was pretty fast. Take the damage here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got a bunch of treasures here. Tajik could be pretty cool, actually. That's one to consider. Oh, that's actually really sick. So I can copy this after with Sculpting Steel. I want to get this off the table. And I think we're just going to wait. We don't have anything to cast right now, which is a little unfortunate. This is getting close to getting us even more mana. So this will become, we get 8 copies. So then we're going to be able to do just basically tons of damage. So they could pay 10 life here. Them paying 10 life is a bit, dare we say, iffy. So they need to... Oh, that's like best case scenario. Because now I get to cast it with Emery. Yeah, with the digital only, that'll be coming. Aw, opponent. Paid's fine. The digital only will be coming. It was supposed to be last week with Jumpstart. Hard to tell. It's the first time they're doing this kind of theme. Sorry, give me 1 sec. This turn, I just want to see what we're doing. So I could Tezzeret, gain a bunch of life. I could Tezzeret, return a copy from my graveyard of Noxious Gearhulk, Noxious Fights. Okay, sorry. 1 sec. Yeah, acquisition's pretty tough. Vespalark combo could be pretty interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could 6 them and then cast it next turn, but that doesn't do really a huge amount. So what we're going to do here... yeah, we're probably just going to 6 them here. Depending on how they attack, this Erebos' intervention can get them. We are just getting to the point where Tezzeret alone should be able to get them. We've gained so much life this game. Jumpstart was annoying. It was fun for maybe the first game, but then games just go on so long. It's a good direction, I think, to take the game. You're gonna be able to errata or make kind of unique concepts. So sacking here. This fizzles the ability. So we'll see how they attack here. I basically want to try to do it where I can just save enough where it doesn't die. So if they attack me, this is perfect. So we -1 here. So they're going to gain a life. We can't do much there. I'm not too sure with the starter decks. I think they come out probably just before rotation. Rotation is, I think, September, mid-September. Probably in the next month or so. Okay, they get a lot of lands. They can play Beldros, or they can't pay 10 life here. So let's draw some cards, see what we get. Ashiok only costs 2. So if I do this, Sculpting Steel, copies Replicating Ring, Laser Fingers, cast Ashiok for 2 mana. We'll just get this to hand. It slows him down for a turn. Got there. Alright, so now combo that game. We just went laser fingers. And we just gained so much life. We cast Tezzeret like 3 or 4 times. Which is always fun. If you do want to see the deck, exclamation deck in chat. We'll pull up the untapped link. And then if you do want to catch any Even Trap God, if you want to see like what the new format looks like, anything of that nature, on my YouTube channel I play a bunch of different games. So neither of these hands seem great. Okay, this hand seems good. Put back 1 card. Probably Treasure Vault right now. One of the machines basically a pretty significant card draw effect. Play that after we get Paradox Engine going. So I would definitely suggest doing Standard 2022. Regular Standard's kind of a shit show. But it's Sultai Ultimatum combo. It is... do this, copy this. Sultai Ultimatum combo, Naya Winota, Mono Red, it's kind of fallen off, Mono Green, Gruul Adventures. Basically I'll drain with some Theros effects mixed in. So Cody lets you cast spells for free. No! No! They have the answer. Kolaghan's Command. Our deck's an artifact deck. Hey, them exiling Feel. Oh no, they had a line for turn still? Oh, they growth spiraled, that's why. So I'm just going to play Tezzeret here. I think what we do is... ah! That's gross. Takes us off a bunch of ramp. Agonizing Remorse gets our bolus assisted. Wow.
This is not the end of me.
Okay, well, we're dead. $100-card deck, here's all the answers. We already were down them all. Turn 4, Tez is pretty good. But when they took out all our mana ramp, our hand wasn't doing anything. Netroy. So we got some graveyard shenanigans. Brawl's expertise is nice here. So there's an Izzet's Dragons list. I would say it's about tier 2. It's better in in 2020, I would say. There's less big creatures. We need double blue. If you like Izzet though, I have, if you look on my YouTube under Historic, there's an Izzet Niv Mizzet list, like the Niv Mizzet pairing. I got Mythic with it a few months now. That list has been really good to me. Jeez. Where are lands? There we go. There's Izzet Phoenix in Historic if you like those builds. Arc like Phoenix, they printed in Faithless Looting. That's fine. I would have rather they didn't hit my ramp. Missing out on land drops has been particularly annoying this game. Opponent should definitely be targeting so I'm going to get this going. And I'm going to save this for next turn because then we can get 2 spells. So Nethroi lets you return creatures from your graveyard. Right now, the opponent's kind of got a more Abzan-y mid-range shell. We haven't seen any graveyard enablers. I'm not really inclined on bouncing Reclamation Sage, so I want to hold off on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We draw land. I can Ugin the Inevitable. Jeez, Casualties of War. Opponent's killing us. So I can Tezzeret here. I can Ugin. I think I like the Ugin play here. Gets me some card advantage. To Extinction. Yeah, so they're kind of like an Abzan-y control list. Murderous Rider's a nice one. Ooh, I can get Aether Flux back to hand. So if I -3 here, they still have good attacks. Could plus for the turn. Bring out Meteor Golem. Let's do that. Because the next turn I can minus and get Aether Flux. We also get the cost reduction from Meteor Golem being a creature here. So I can get Aether Flux, cast Aether Flux, and Meteor Golem. They only really have Aven Mind Sensor this game. Probably use this on the Nethroi, but there is a potential to get the Maze Mind's Tome. Opponent might have disconnected. Laser Fingers.
Don't you see? You have already lost.
The ominous voice track. Let's see. Wow. Opponent's really just about finding the exact goodies. I think we're gonna trade here. Let's see what we get. Keep a Signet. Signet's like free value on the Meteor Golem. And then I could respond to the Nethroi. Because they're inclined to cast Nethroi here. If they don't, I don't want to bounce back anything right now. And then worst case, I just draw cards. And blot out the sky. Jeez. Opponents had every, like, major sweeper this game. Yeah, we can't beat that. We got casualties, we got blotted, we got cleansing Novad. What's with everyone in these, like, artifact sweepers? Like, I can understand creature sweepers, but just getting absolutely boned by the most random effects. They find their Rec Sage early. Oh, yeah. We Dark Ritual gamers. Opponents on Prime Speaker Vanifar, which could be a combo deck. I think there's enough effects where you can go full combo. Cold Steel on 2. And then blue here. Next turn I go Skyclave Relic. Actually. Black. Let's go. Let's go. Turn 3 Citadel. Reclamation Sage you. This is nice because I could bounce Vanifar. And now they have multiple threats they need to deal with. Okay. So I think we're gonna start with this. Cast this. Draw that off the top. I guess we could have taken the damage. See if we can hit potentially some combo pieces. I didn't want to take 7 damage. Might have been right though. This is a redraw next turn, so that helps. Not really many enchantments right now to deal with. Tezzeret hits for 5. Roleshk. It's an easy block. We do need to be mindful just with it being a flyer. So we'll do this. Target this and this. I don't want to take my ramp off because it's not free. So let's go Aether Flux. Let's go Chromatic Sphere. Alright, we popping off. Kill this. Gain life. Actually, I probably should have killed... That's fine. So just doing this because we're going to languish this turn. Just do the one. We'll put Golden Egg into play. We're getting close. Play the land. We'll cycle this. Cast that for 0. Cast this for 0. Cast this. See how far we can go. Never enough. I want to see how much of our deck we can play. Take an extra turn. Can we draw a card? We can scry. Play Emery. Draw a card. Think we're good. Oh, wait. There's more. I want to see how high we can go. This is a shuffle effect. Good games. Alright. That was probably the popping off moment highlight. Sweet. So I think let's wrap up Tez on that note. Thanks for watching if you're catching this on YouTube. As always, if you can, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Helps out the channel grow greatly. Thank you so much and have a great one.